9 times when silence speaks louder than words. In our relentlessly noisy and talkative world, the art of silence has become a forgotten virtue. But what if the moments we choose not to speak hold just as much power, if not more, than the moments we do? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy emphasizing self-control, reason, and emotional resilience, offers a powerful framework for understanding the strategic and transformative potential of silence. This essay delves into 9 key situations where embracing Stoic silence can not only enhance our personal well-being, but also profoundly impact our relationships and our overall approach to life. By exploring these scenarios through a combination of Stoic wisdom and practical examples, we will uncover how silence, far from being a mere absence of speech, can become a potent tool for navigating conflicts, fostering self-awareness, and ultimately, leading a more meaningful and fulfilling existence. Imagine, for instance, facing life's inevitable challenges with a calm, unyielding confidence, allowing your silence to speak volumes louder than any hastily chosen words. This is the promise of Stoic silence, a conscious and deliberate choice to harness the power of restraint, transforming potential reactivity into mindful responsiveness. The crucible of criticism, finding strength in silent assessment. The sting of unfair criticism is a universal human experience. Whether it's a harsh assessment from a supervisor, a snide remark from a colleague, or unfounded accusations from an acquaintance, the natural impulse is often to defend ourselves, to argue our case, and to set the record straight. However, Stoic philosophy offers a radical alternative. Embrace the criticism, not as a personal attack, but as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. As Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, astutely observed, if you're distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This profound insight suggests that the true source of our suffering lies not in the criticism itself, but in our interpretation and reaction to it. Consider a scenario where you're leading a significant project at work, pouring your heart and soul into its execution. Your boss, however, delivers a scathing critique, highlighting perceived flaws and shortcomings. A typical response might involve defensiveness, anger, and a strong desire to refute the criticisms point by point. But what if, instead, you chose to embrace Stoic silence? This doesn't imply passively accepting the criticism as truth, but rather consciously choosing to pause, reflect, and analyze the feedback objectively. Disentangle the emotional sting from the substance of the critique, searching for any kernels of truth or constructive insights that could genuinely improve your work. Disregard any negativity that is not based on facts. This approach, rooted in the Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control, our responses and attitudes, transforms a potentially damaging conflict into an opportunity for personal growth. By choosing thoughtful silence over impulsive speech, we demonstrate self-mastery and a commitment to continuous improvement. Epictetus, another prominent Stoic, emphasized the importance of aligning our actions with our words, urging us to not talk about your theory, live it. This means responding with calm, well-reasoned answers rather than defensive outbursts. Allow the quality of your work and ultimately your character to speak for itself. Choosing not to react immediately to unfair criticism is not simply a passive act of restraint, but a strategic maneuver. It allows us to maintain our composure, avoid escalating the situation, and preserve our inner peace. This quiet strength can transform potential conflict into a testament to our personal resilience and philosophical commitment. Furthermore, by embodying the Stoic ideal of prioritizing character over external validation, we inspire others to do the same, fostering a more reflective and constructive environment. In a world often dominated by boasting and self-promotion, the practice of Stoic silence serves as a powerful reminder of the value of humility and self-awareness. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This principle extends to all facets of our lives, encouraging us to focus on cultivating inner virtue rather than seeking fleeting external approval. 2. The sound of confidence, Stoic silence in the face of boasts. The world is filled with individuals who seek validation through boasting and self-aggrandizement. Whether it's a colleague flaunting their recent accomplishments, a friend exaggerating their achievements, or a stranger peppering their conversation with tales of grandeur, these displays of ego can be grating and often provoke a competitive response. Our natural inclination might be to counter their bravado with our own accomplishments, to subtly or overtly demonstrate our own worth. However, Stoicism offers a different path, one that emphasizes inner contentment and the power of strategic silence. Imagine yourself at a networking event, surrounded by professionals vying for attention and recognition. A colleague, in particular, is relentlessly boasting about their recent promotions, lavish lifestyle, and unparalleled success. You might feel the urge to interject, to share your own accomplishments and demonstrate that you are equally, if not more, deserving of admiration. But what if instead you chose to embrace Stoic silence? This silence is not born of insecurity or envy, but of a deep-seated confidence and self-assurance. It is a conscious decision to refrain from engaging in the competitive dance of ego, to conserve your energy for more meaningful interactions. By choosing quiet observation, you allow the boaster's words to reveal their true character, providing valuable insights into their motivations and insecurities. You, in turn, preserve your own dignity and project an aura of quiet strength. Silence, in this context, is not a sign of passivity, but a strategic tool that demonstrates both wisdom and confidence. As another Stoic sage wisely noted, he who does not wish to be outnumbered by greater benefits should not return one benefit with another. He should return many at once. In practical terms, this means refraining from responding to empty boasts with mere words, but rather allowing the quiet grace of your actions and the strength of your character to speak for you. Instead of engaging in a futile battle of egos, focus on cultivating inner excellence, on embodying the virtues you admire, and on pursuing goals that are genuinely meaningful to you. How often do you find yourself instinctively responding to someone else's success story with one of your own? What might happen if, instead, you chose to listen attentively, acknowledging their accomplishments with a nod or a smile, while keeping your attention firmly focused on your own virtues and goals? Embracing Stoic silence in the face of boasts is a powerful way to cultivate a life defined not by external competition, but by inner peace and genuine self-worth. It creates an environment where you can thrive based on your own merits, free from a need to constantly compare yourself to others. 3. The eye of the storm. Finding solace in silence when anger flares. Anger, that primal and potent emotion, can feel like a raging storm, capable of sweeping away reason, calm, and even our best intentions. In the heat of the moment, we are often driven by impulsive words and actions that can have devastating consequences, damaging relationships, and undermining our own well-being. Stoic philosophy, however, offers a sanctuary amidst this tempest, the refuge of silence. By consciously choosing to pause and restrain our speech when anger flares, we create the space necessary to regain control, assess the situation objectively, and respond in a manner aligned with our values. Epictetus, a prominent figure in Stoic thought, advised us to keep quiet mostly and only speak when you have to. This seemingly simple directive carries profound implications for managing anger. Imagine a scenario where, during a hectic workday, a colleague's mistake causes you hours of unexpected overtime. Your initial instinct might be to lash out in frustration, to direct your anger at the person responsible. But what if, instead, you chose to embrace silence? By resisting the urge to react immediately, you grant yourself the opportunity to consider the situation from a more detached perspective. This pause can prevent the conflict from escalating, allowing you to identify potential solutions rather than fueling a heated argument. How often has reacting hastily in anger led to regret? Reflect on past experiences and consider how different the outcome might have been if you had taken a moment to calm down before speaking. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, posed a poignant question. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? This thought-provoking inquiry encourages us to consider the ripple effects of our angry outbursts. More often than not, the repercussions of uncontrolled anger far outweigh the initial provocation. Consider the example of Nelson Mandela, who, despite enduring years of unjust imprisonment, chose forgiveness over bitterness, transforming his personal suffering into a catalyst for national reconciliation. Practicing silence when angry does not equate to suppressing or denying your feelings. It means consciously selecting a response that is consistent with your best self. It means acknowledging the validity of your anger, but refusing to allow it to dictate your actions. This approach not only fosters inner peace, but also leads to stronger relationships and greater overall success in life. As you navigate the inevitable frustrations of daily existence, remember that silence can serve as your sanctuary, a place where wisdom reigns supreme. Embrace it, and you may discover that the quiet response is often the most profound and powerful. 4. The shield of truth, Stoic silence amidst false rumors. In the intricate tapestry of human interaction, rumors are like leaves caught in a gust of wind, swirling and spreading with unpredictable force. When these rumors are false, they can inflict significant damage, sowing discord, eroding trust, and tarnishing reputations. Stoic philosophy provides a robust defense against the corrosive effects of falsehood. The strategic deployment of silence. Consider the story of a dedicated teacher in a small town, unjustly accused of misconduct. As rumors began to circulate throughout the community, the teacher resisted the urge to fuel the flames with denials or explanations. Instead, she relied on her integrity and dedication to her profession to speak for her. This silence was not a passive surrender, but a deliberate act of wisdom, a conscious decision to rise above the fray. Marcus Aurelius, in his timeless wisdom, observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." How often have we witnessed hasty words exacerbate a situation, adding fuel to the fire of misinformation? How might silence protect you from the arrows of false accusations? By refusing to engage with the rumors, the teacher allowed the initial frenzy to subside. As time passed, and no credible evidence emerged to support the allegations, the truth gradually became her most potent defense. This approach embodies the Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control, our own actions and reactions, rather than fixating on external circumstances, such as the spread of rumors, which are often beyond our influence. Epictetus famously advised, "If anyone speaks badly of you, do not defend yourself against the accusations, but reply, 'You obviously do not know all my other faults, otherwise you would not have mentioned only these.'" This counterintuitive tactic suggests that responding to negativity with positivity, or in this case, with dignified silence, can diffuse tension and redirect the course of unproductive interactions. When faced with false accusations, maintaining a quiet demeanor can also convey a sense of confidence in the truth. To apply this principle in your own life, consider the importance of resisting the urge to react immediately to rumors, allowing the initial storm to pass. Remember that the most effective way to safeguard your reputation is to consistently embody the values you espouse, rather than attempting to refute every whisper. In such situations, silence is not merely a form of self-protection, but a declaration of your commitment to Stoic principles. Embracing the void, finding meaning in silence after loss. Loss is an inescapable aspect of the human experience, a profound and often disorienting event that leaves a void filled with sorrow and confusion. The silence that follows a significant loss can be deafening, amplifying the pain and making it difficult to find a path forward. Stoicism, however, offers a unique perspective on grief. providing a framework for navigating the inevitable pain while finding meaning and resilience in the face of adversity. C.S. Lewis, the renowned author, eloquently captured the Stoic perspective on loss in his book, A Grief Observed, writing, "The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before." That's the deal. This sentiment encapsulates the Stoic belief that our experiences, both joyful and sorrowful, are integral parts of the natural flow of life, and that love and loss are inextricably intertwined. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, offered a similar perspective, stating, "The day which we fear is our last is but the birthday of eternity." How might your response to loss shift if you viewed it not as an ending, but as a transition? What potential benefits might you uncover by embracing the silence that follows a loss, allowing yourself the time and space to reflect and heal? After the death of his wife, C.S. Lewis did not attempt to fill the silence with distractions or facile explanations. Instead, he used it as an opportunity to delve deeply into his thoughts and emotions, embodying the Stoic belief that adversity can serve as a catalyst for personal growth. His journey through grief demonstrated how maintaining a calm and reflective mind can help one cope with profound emotional pain, transforming it into a deeper understanding of life's fragility and beauty. Silence after a loss is not a means of denial or suppression, but a conscious choice to provide yourself with the time and space to process your emotions, reflect on the meaning of the loss, and ultimately move forward with renewed purpose. This involves allowing your feelings to run their course without attempting to force a premature closure. It means finding ways to honor the memory of what has been lost while simultaneously seeking meaning beyond the immediate pain. Reflect on how you have coped with losses in the past. How might the Stoic practice of reflective silence benefit you in future times of grief? How might this approach influence not only your own healing process, but also the healing of those around you? 6. The graceful rebuff. Stoic silence in the face of ignorance. Have you ever encountered someone whose actions betray their lack of knowledge, yet whose convictions are as unwavering as those of an expert? This situation, while often frustrating, presents a valuable opportunity to cultivate patience and grace. Galileo Galilei, the renowned scientist who championed heliocentrism during a time when geocentric beliefs held sway, provides a compelling example of how to navigate ignorance with equanimity. Despite facing fierce opposition and even house arrest, Galileo maintained his integrity and unwavering commitment to the truth, often choosing silence over confrontation in the face of false accusations and widespread ignorance. Stoicism teaches us that we have control over our responses, but not over the actions or beliefs of others. Marcus Aurelius succinctly stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Consider how this perspective might influence your reactions the next time you encounter someone espousing demonstrably false information. Galileo's silence was not an admission of defeat, but a powerful affirmation of his conviction in the truth. He understood that truth does not require constant defense. It can stand on its own merits. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on our own actions and accepting that the beliefs of others are often beyond our control. To be gracious in the face of ignorance requires recognizing the limitations of your own influence and choosing your battles wisely. It demands patience and understanding, even when confronted with frustrating behavior. This practice fosters inner peace and helps you to view situations with a broader perspective, prioritizing long-term respect and understanding over short-term validation. Reflect on how silence can serve as a graceful response to ignorance in your own life. How might this approach improve your relationships and your own well-being? Let Galileo's example inspire you to practice Stoic silence, transforming potentially contentious situations into opportunities for inner peace and personal growth. 7. Rising above the noise. Stoic silence as a response to rumors. Rumors, like insidious vines, can rapidly spread and entangle reputations, causing anxiety and confusion. In a world where information travels at lightning speed, it is crucial to develop effective strategies for navigating the treacherous landscape of gossip. Stoic philosophy offers timeless wisdom for remaining calm, collected, and rational when confronted with the challenges of rumors. Consider the story of a community leader whose unwavering dedication to environmental protection inadvertently sparked false rumors about her personal gain. Instead of directly addressing each rumor as it arose, she remained focused on her work, embodying the words of Marcus Aurelius. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. This leader's decision to maintain silence and continue her advocacy allowed her actions to speak louder than any rumor. Her behavior exemplifies a fundamental Stoic principle. It is not external events that disturb us, but rather our judgments about them. How would your life be different if you responded to rumors with silence? Choosing to focus on your own integrity and actions rather than engaging in futile attempts to control the narrative. What strength could you gain by choosing not to explain, but to continue steadfastly on your chosen path? If someone speaks ill of you, Epictetus advised, and their words are true, then strive to correct your flaws. If, however, their words are false, then disregard them. This wise leader not only maintained her composure, but also encouraged her supporters to disregard the lies, effectively deflating their power. As those who initially questioned her motives witnessed her unwavering commitment and selfless service, they gradually lost faith in the rumors. Her calm demeanor and steadfast dedication demonstrated that Stoic silence can effectively preserve one's reputation and self-respect. This story illustrates the practical application of Stoicism in modern life, highlighting how our reactions to misinformation can either exacerbate the problem or effectively extinguish it. It also reinforces the idea that silence is not a passive response, but an active and powerful choice that allows our actions and character to define who we truly are. The next time you encounter rumors, consider the power of Stoic silence. How can practicing this approach help you to remain calm and focused? How might it ultimately shape how others perceive you? 8. The strength of stillness. Responding to injustice with Stoic resolve. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of approaching life's challenges with fairness and inner strength. This is particularly relevant when confronted with injustice, a situation that can easily trigger anger, resentment, and a desire for retribution. The wise words of Epictetus, bear and forbear, encapsulate the Stoic approach to adversity, encouraging us to endure hardship without complaint and to forgive the transgressions of others. Nelson Mandela, the iconic anti-apartheid revolutionary, embodied this philosophy in his unwavering commitment to justice and reconciliation. Mandela's decades of unjust imprisonment could have easily fueled bitterness and rage. Instead, he emerged from prison as an advocate for peace and unity, demonstrating remarkable Stoic resilience. Mandela did not simply passively accept injustice. He chose to focus on healing and reconciliation rather than seeking revenge. This decision reflects a core Stoic principle. Our greatest power lies in our ability to choose our response to external events. How might our own lives be transformed if we emulated Mandela's approach when faced with injustice? Can we choose understanding and compassion, even when it seems impossible? Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote that the best way to avenge oneself is not to be like the wrongdoer. By choosing not to engage in retribution, but instead cultivating a spirit of healing and progress, Mandela transformed an entire nation's understanding of justice and reconciliation. His life stands as a testament to the fact that silence is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful tool for change and a demonstration of personal integrity. This Stoic approach does not advocate for passively accepting injustice, but rather for a strategic and principled silence that prepares us for constructive action. It is about maintaining inner peace and leveraging calmness to inspire thoughtful solutions that address wrongdoing and foster collective progress toward a more just future. As we encounter both minor and significant injustices, let us remember Mandela's quiet strength. His legacy teaches us that sometimes the most profound response is cultivated in silence, allowing us to build a foundation for meaningful change and a more fulfilling life. Embracing this approach can transform both personal hardship and communal strife, leading us toward a more peaceful existence. 9. The unspoken truth. Navigating insults with Stoic wisdom. Epictetus, in his characteristic style, offered a profound insight into the nature of insults. If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. This maxim serves as a potent reminder that our reactions to insults are not simply automatic responses, but rather conscious choices. It also provides a powerful framework for navigating insults with Stoic grace. This understanding empowers us to choose silence and understanding over conflict. Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of the Indian independence movement, faced countless insults and acts of resistance in his pursuit of freedom. Yet, he consistently refused to respond with anger or retaliation. Instead, he embraced the principles of ahimsa, or nonviolence, a philosophy that resonates deeply with the Stoic emphasis on inner peace and self-control. Gandhi's response to verbal and physical attacks was often to remain silent, a tactic that often disarmed his opponents and garnered support for his cause. How might adopting a similar stance when insulted alter the dynamics of your interactions with others? What might you gain by maintaining composure rather than responding with reactive words? When someone attacks you, you create the space to respond with intention rather than impulse. This deliberate practice not only preserves your inner peace, but also projects an image of leadership and self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius echoed this sentiment, observing, "How much more harmful are the consequences of anger than the things that cause it?" Reflect on this idea as you navigate the challenges of everyday life. Consider the potential impact of Stoic silence on your overall well-being. Could it be the key to a more fulfilling and successful existence? How might your actions influence the way others handle conflict? Key takeaways: embracing the power of silence. As we've explored these 9 pivotal moments to embrace silence, from navigating criticism to confronting injustice, Stoic wisdom has illuminated a path toward greater peace, understanding, and self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius's timeless advice, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one," serves as a guiding principle. In the spirit of these words, let us actively cultivate the profound strength that resides in silence. By carefully considering when to speak and when to listen, we can create a life characterized by peace, joy, and compassion. Integrate these Stoic principles into your daily interactions and observe how the power of thoughtful silence transforms your relationships and your overall well-being. Conclusion: a life amplified by silence. The 9 situations we've explored offer a glimpse into the transformative potential of Stoic silence. By consciously choosing to embrace restraint, we cultivate self-awareness, enhance our relationships, and navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and grace. Silence, in this context, is not a void, but a powerful space for reflection, discernment, and intentional action. It is a tool that empowers us to rise above reactivity, to cultivate inner peace, and to live in alignment with our values. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, may we remember the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace the profound power of silence. In doing so, we can transform our lives, our relationships, and our world. This essay is based on the YouTube video, "Always Be Silent in 9 Situations Marcus Aurelius Stoicism," and aims to expand upon the video's content with original writing and creative examples. The goal is to provide a more in-depth exploration of the topic while adhering to fair use principles.